Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Prometheus Afterthoughts podcast, the podcast where we talk to the most recent boot from Prometheus, Season of the Elders, and that is Tasha. Tasha, how you doing today?
I am doing well. How are you doing?
I am tired, but that is nothing out of the norm for me. I kind of said it like right before we started, but your hair looks fantastic. This is a whole look. Love it. And I hope everyone else does too.
Thanks, I'm slaying.
So let's hop right into it. The floor is pretty much yours to talk about your experience in the game, your edit that you received in the game, what we might have talked about on the podcast. I know you did say that you had listened to the most recent podcast. So pretty much the floor is yours whenever you're ready to just say whatever you would like to say.
So going into the game, I felt more confident. And then I think when the whole internet issue happened, it skyrocketed my anxiety. So that was just like a pivotal point for me. Because then I just knew I was stressed out. Like I was already starting to sweat. And I feel like then I just like felt like instead of starting like either like middle or higher middle, which I normally feel like I can achieve in games right off the bat, because of my internet issue, I was starting at the bottom and I've never had to like climb off the bottom right at the beginning. So I think that was like super stressful to start at. But I seemed to like drag myself out the best I could. I know our tribe was a mess, but I loved the people in our tribe. I thought we were super fun and always had like laughs going on, even though we were at tribal constantly. So even though we lost more, I'm happy I was on the tribe I was over the other one, just because I think everybody was just obviously playing the game, but also there to make friends and have fun, which I thought was really cool. And as my boot, or like referring to my boot, I deserved it because I was drunk as shit. So yeah.
Now, I believe you did say in the group chat the other day, correct me if I'm wrong, because I was at work and we're not really like allowed to look at our phones at work. But did you say that you didn't realize that you were that gone?
Yeah. So when I saw my exit speech after I was voted out, I didn't think I was that drunk because after I got voted out, I passed out for a couple hours and I woke up and I like kind of was like thinking about it. And I was like, I don't think I was that drunk because I'd sobered up in my sleep a little bit. But watching back on me saying like, I don't think I did anything wrong. And my eyes can barely stay open. I'm slurring my words like, you know what you did wrong? You like got blacked out by like, I don't even know what time it was, like maybe 4 or 5 p.m. my time. So
it was about 5 o'clock Eastern when you got booted.
3 p.m. my time. Awesome. Oh, that's so embarrassing. But I mean, like I said, once I lost connection and I got it like figured out, and then I was doing the opposite, like videoing on my phone and doing the the competitions on my computer. I wasn't like expecting to do that. I was expecting the opposite. And I feel like I'm better and faster on my computer for competitions like that and stuff. So I was just like, screw it. I'm going to open a White Claw. And that was the beginning of my demise. So I blame the internet for pushing me to White Claws.
All right. You heard it here. But I will say, to bring up a little bit of the past here, you were actually super drunk when you filled out your application for the game, which I had to pull up right before we started. So,
was I?
Yes, you were. Let me read you one of your responses. So we have a question on the season 2 application. Do you watch any reality competitions? If so, which ones? You wrote Survivor, Ebba, Bug Brother.
Nice. What time did I send this?
This must have been, it was early in the morning. I do know that, or technically late at night. Your next game or your next question that you like kind of answered crazy was, have you ever played an orc before? If so, please tell us which game, seasons, placements. And you said, I'm tired and drunk. So, and then I don't know what the rest says. But yeah.
You pretty just knew I was going to probably get drunk coming in.
But the one cohesive answer that I definitely have is why should we pick you as a contestant? And you said because I'm wicked cool. So I liked that. Your interview was great too. I mean, you were definitely a good casting choice. Although I didn't actually think this was going to happen in the game, to be fair.
So after like my internet thing happened, I like ended up when I must have had it muted or something, but I was like to my boyfriend, I'm like, you need to go get some drinks. And he's like, it's like, I think it was like 7:30. And he's like, it's 7:30 in the morning. That's so embarrassing. I'm like, go. You need to go. So maybe if I was just here alone, I wouldn't have done it. But yeah, I don't remember when I sent the application. I think that I got it sent and then I was like busy, and then it was like the like timeline for the application was like ending, and then like I remembered and I was like, oh shit, this is a perfect time to do it. A lot of the times when I'm not drinking, I'm like, I'm not going to play games because they're so stressful and and like I just don't think that a lot of the time my anxiety can handle it. So I just am like, no. And then I get drunk and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to play. And then once I'm cast, like I'm like, well, I'm playing. But personally, maybe I like it's a rare occurrence if I like send an application in for an org sober.
Well, I will also say, correct me if I'm wrong, his name is Patrick, right? Your boyfriend? Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I feel like I should know him pretty well at this point. He was actively involved during the day. He seems like a great guy, though, because there's moments throughout the game, and it doesn't really make a cut for anything. It might be in the cutting floor videos, but like he's saying that like you should eat, like I believe at one point, maybe even not another White Claw, let me make you a sandwich or you got to actually eat food. And you're like, I'll binge eat afterwards. And he's like, no, I don't think so. He was your videographer. So seems an awesome guy, very supportive. So
yeah, when I woke up from my 3-hour nap afterwards, I'm like, oh my gosh. And he's like, I was trying to like, he at one point even took the White Claws and like hid them in one of our cupboards because he's like, you don't need any more, but I found them.
He was also when you guys won your challenge too, he was giving you like a big old hug and you were like screaming. You forgot to mute yourself at one point, and he seems like a great guy, really supportive. So it was cool to get some little footage of him too.
Yeah, we've been together a couple of years, and he knows my love for orgs and for playing them. Like I would say, besides reading books, this is my next biggest hobby. So, like he gets me book of the month. It's a subscription. So I get books every month that he gets me. And he is always like, do you have a challenge tonight? Like whenever I'm in a game or like if I'm arguing with someone in a game, he's just like, oh, don't trust. I do not trust them. Like hang up. I'm like, shut up. So he never even watched Survivor until we got together. Now he's seen every single season. So
nice.
Yeah.
So touching upon a couple things. So one, based on your answers about the rest of the nights, you did not go drunk snowboarding that night, right?
No, I did not. I did not go. So no need to call the police. I took a nap and then I ordered Papa Murphy's and a pizza and chilled. And then even the next day, I was so hungover that I pretty much laid on the couch with all of the blinds shut. So nothing dangerous happened after the game.
All right. That's good to hear. And then also, we talked about you quite a bit on the most recent podcast. Tiki thinks like, you're one of the great characters of this season. And I totally agree, definitely in high consideration for a returning season, hoping that you would come back for another season.
I would, and drink coffee.
Drink coffee. It's hey, there's other alternatives to calm yourself than, using alcohol. So it could be a learning experience.
like CBD. I would take like a CBD gummy or something just to like be mellow. Like I think like I have had anxiety my whole life. And in like high anxiety situations, and this game was one of them. I'm like, okay, well, I stopped taking Xanax. I was prescribed Xanax like since I was 14, but I stopped taking it a few years ago because I was taking it for so long and I was like, this isn't healthy. So I'm still learning how to cope correctly with high anxiety situations. And I think if I were to play again, I would probably just take like a CBD gummy and just be mellow instead of drinking away my anxiety.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, two last things, and then I swear I'll give you your chance for final thoughts. So I wanted to actually just more of a statement, say that it was an amazing play, shutting down Mark's argument at the second temple of the game. Because I know I played with Mark a couple times. I know he is a fantastic player, and you really did shut him down right in his tracks. He really couldn't even fight anymore. So that was a great play by you.
Thank you.
And then also, is there any place that we can currently root you on for any current games that you're playing? You know, because we have some Tasha fans out there. Because I do get messages from people, which sometimes I wish people would post on Facebook and YouTube, but sometimes people message me instead. And you have some fans out there.
Oh, that's exciting. Everybody loves a messy queen, right? I actually just started a game. It is it is Catherine Beer's game. She changed the name from FVB to Facebook Reality Games. It's a Big Brother game. Just made it through. It's like an Umbrella Academy theme. And I just made it through the first round. So we went from 20 to 18. And phase one. So we'll have another double tomorrow, I believe, or tomorrow, the winner. But yeah, so I am staying pretty sober for it because a lot of it's during the weekday and I work. So follow me there. I don't know. It's I don't know. Like I said,
yeah, Facebook reality games.
I play the games, but I'm so bad at like knowing like exactly what they're called, or I just like playing.
Fair enough. I know exactly what group it is, and I saw that you are playing a new game, and I actually saw Aaron's playing a game as well. So yeah, we'll post a link in that description. Hopefully, everyone can go out and cheer you on. But yeah, I guess on that note, do you have any final thoughts about anything, your experience, your edit, whatever?
I enjoy my edit. I think that you've done a really good job with my edit because I think that you've like shown my like stress a little bit, but also that I'm just like, I don't know what the hell is going on most of the time. Like, you know, so I do think that you nailed it with my edit and I appreciate it. And, I had a blast. I would definitely come back. And I didn't know what to expect going in it. And it was just a wild ride. Like I said in the main chat, I don't know if you've seen it, but I've since changed my internet provider and I got a new laptop.
Awesome.
So I'm like ready to go if you ever have me.
Absolutely. Well, I guess on that note, thank you, Tasha, for coming on, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or hell, even share this too. And on that note, have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Can't wait to see who wins.